Okay, we will begin. All right. Good day, everyone. Let's begin our yoga. So welcome to yoga. So the beauty of our Zoom classes is we don't have to go outside. So always a benefit. So we're going to begin class with just finding a nice tall spine and start shaking. Shake the head. Yeah. And shake the body. Just move, get the prana energy starting to move around just by doing that. And as we're sort of closed in the winter sometimes, more often than when the weather's nicer, it's important to do these little things, right? Each day, moving and doing something each day and doing some breath work each day. Yeah, and make it simple and relax. And we're going to bring our palms up on our lap. Good. And let's close our eyes. And just notice the effects of just that shaking for what we did it for less than a minute. And you can start to feel the body start to wake up a little bit. Yeah. And then we're going to come into just a nice slow breath, right? And Ujjayi breath. So a slight restriction of the back of your throat. It's a good analogy now with Ujjayi breath. When you breathe out, it's like all of our windows, some of our windows might be steamy or cold. And if you took your breath in, try to make steam. That's how the breath feels with Ujjayi breath, with your lips closed though. And so let's take a nice breath in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. And again, just feel the breath going down the back of your throat, that Ujjayi sound. Again, as you breathe out, it's almost that sensation that you want to bring your breath onto that window, but your lips are closed. Good. And now each time you breathe with this Ujjayi breath, try to breathe in a little deeper. Just expanding the lungs, keeping the lungs healthy. So breathing in fully, feel the lungs just grow. Pause, and then breathe out fully. Squeeze out all the stale air. And breathe in. Ujjayi breath. If you just joined us, we're just breathing slowly. So the Ujjayi, that slight restriction, helps to warm the breath. Breathing in and out of your nose, so continue on. Breathing in and out of your nose helps to filter and warm the air before it hits your lungs. So do about 3 more full, long Ujjayi breaths. Notice the effects as you breathe in, the effects of that breath that energizes the body. And then as you breathe out, it helps to relax the body, release the muscles. And expand the lungs, stretch them as you breathe in. Pause, and then just expel all the air out of your lungs as you breathe out. And on your next exhale breath, the bottom of the breath, just relax the breath now and come to your natural breath. Bring a little smile to your face and gratitude that you brought yourself to yoga today. Taking care of yourself, your body, your mind. And keeping the eyes closed now, we're going to take a breath in. And exhale the breath as you drop your chin to your chest. Stretch the back of your neck. Good. And now slow circles with your eyes closed. You're going to inhale and just roll your head over to the right and up. And then as you exhale, over to the left and down. And then you can tap into that ujjayi breath as you do these circles. Do 3 slow circles, slow as you can. That might be a little tight, and it's been chilly, so we tend to be a little, tense when we're cold. So just let the neck stretch and move slowly. And the next time that the head comes forward, pause. And then reverse and just start to roll the head the opposite direction. Moving the neck. Slow, try not to go too fast. Notice the breath, tap into that ujjayi slow breath. And then the next time that your head rolls forward, pause again. Good. And wiggle your toes. Press into your toes as you lift your head straight back up. And you can flutter your eyes open. Good. And relax your hands down. So that ujjayi breath does so many things, right? It slows the breath down. It warms the breath. It filters the breath. It relaxes the central nervous system. Yeah. And so it's very medicinal, that ujjayi breath. Relax your arms down here, and we're just gonna reach your shoulders forward and up, and then bring them back and down. Yeah. Just notice how your shoulders feel today. Just doing these 3 slow circles with your shoulders in one direction. And relax, and then reverse, reach the shoulders back and up and forward and down. Nice and slow. 3 circles. And then the next time the arms come down, relax, bring your hands back onto your lap. Lift the heart, find that gentle, tall spine. You're going to take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to turn our head and look over to the right, towards that right shoulder. Keep your chin parallel now, for now. Yeah, good. And now take a breath in. And as you exhale, tip your chin down towards your collarbone. Look down towards the floor. You can keep your eyes closed. You're just looking down with the head. And then lift the head straight back up, still looking sideways. And on an exhale breath, very gently tilt the head back, just to where it's comfortable. And then inhale the head straight back up, still looking sideways. And now on an exhale breath, bring the head back forward. Yeah, really getting deep into that neck. And then inhale, turn the head over to the other side. And again, just as a reminder to not do anything that is uncomfortable or pain. Good. Just turning and stretching. Now take a breath in, and as you exhale, drop your chin towards your collarbone while the head forward. Good. Take a breath or 2. Good. On an inhale breath, lift the head straight back up, still looking sideways. And exhale, just drop the head back just a little. The front of the throat. Notice that there's a difference on one side or the other. This side for me is tighter. And then inhale, bring the head straight back up, still looking sideways. And then as you exhale, slowly turn the head back forward. Good. And it might feel nice to just roll the shoulders. Yeah, loosen up. Move the head just a little bit. Just loosen up the upper body. Good. All right, scooting forward in our chairs, we're going to bring our legs out to a wider stance. Good. sit yourself up so that you're nice and comfortable. Your sit bones feel grounded, knees at a 90-degree angle. We don't want the knees to drop in. If that's the case, then shorten your stance so that you have that nice 90 degrees in the knees. Yeah, good. All right, we're going to take our right hand and bring it to our left thigh. Release the left arm down. Turn the left palm out. Yeah. Press into your feet so you feel these thighs engage as you float your arm up. You can start with cactus pose, yeah, or just a little bend in the elbow. If it's available, you can bring your arm up to just where it's comfortable for your body. Good. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, reach up and stretch over. Good. And slowly look underneath your left arm. And breathe. Neck should be fairly loose now. Stretched it out. Good. Keep breathing. Belly's tucked in. That's taking pressure off the back. And then inhale, slowly come back up. Turn the head forward. Exhale, let your arm gracefully. Notice how the arm feels as it's floating through space. Yeah, just noticing all the little details around us. Bring the hands back to the thighs. Good, we're gonna go to the other side now. Left hand onto the right thigh. It's a little leverage, you can hold on to it. Right arm down, turn the palm out. Nice tall spine, press into your feet. Slowly lift that arm up. When you use your legs to raise your arm, yeah, it lightens the load. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, stretch up gently and lean over. It doesn't have to be far. So be very gentle on your spine. Feel free to turn and look underneath that right arm and find your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. And then pressing into your feet, slowly bring your body back up. Bring the head back forward. And exhale, just notice the arm. Notice the temperature of the air on your hand as the arm floats down. Now, the more that we notice things around us, the smallest little details, right, the more present we remain, right? That relieves us of the worry, and fear thing. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to take our toes, heel toe, your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. All right, we're going to come into a little bit of a side bend. But first we're going to do a little core work here. So we're going to slide our heels back slightly, and then we're going to lean forward with our belly. We're going to bring our elbows onto our thighs. Good. And we're going to lift the heels up. So lift your heels up so that you're on the balls of your feet. Good. And coming forward here. And tuck your navel back towards your spine. Good. And then gently lift your heart just slightly. Coming into a little baby back bend here and engaging that core. Yeah. And breathe. Breathe while you're strengthening that area below your navel, like 2 inches below your navel. Yeah. And then go ahead and release your heels down. Good. And then slide one hand onto your thighs and the other hand onto your thighs and slowly bring your body back up. Good. We're just going to get into our gut a little bit here. We're going to clasp our hands behind our right knee. And on an inhale breath, see if you can hug your thigh into your belly. And we can just do a couple circles here with our foot. So squeezing out that low belly, that colon, those intestines, yeah. And then release. Yeah, we won't stay long. Take a breath in. We're going to exhale, clasp behind the other leg now, the other knee. And on an inhale breath, hug that thigh into your belly. Try to squeeze it, yeah. And it's good for our digestive tract. Good. It's good to keep ourselves cleansed because that also helps our immune system. Yeah. And release. When our body is struggling with toxins, it tends to get sick quicker. So continuing to release toxins in the body helps us to stay a little more healthy. Good. All right, we're gonna come into a bit of a lunge twist. So we're gonna slide our bodies over to the side of our chair. Hopefully your chair will accommodate that. Yeah, if you don't have a handle on it. And if you do, I guess you'll just stay here and stick your foot underneath your chair. Yeah, as we come into a lunge. So if you can, sitting sideways in your chair, if you're doing that and sliding this outside hip off your chair, right? So your little hip is off the chair. And then you can slide this left knee down towards the floor, right? Yeah. And if you're sitting forward, just slide the left leg underneath your chair as much as you can. Good. And then find a nice tall spine. Good. And you can hold on to the chair with your right hand. Yeah, back there. And inhale, reach the left arm up. So we're finding ourselves in a nice seated lunge. Good. And you can lift your heart and you can look up towards the sky. And take a breath or two, nice and slow. Find that ujjayi breath. And then as you exhale, just let that left hand float back down. And then bring the left hand across to the right, outside of the right thigh. Yeah. And we're gonna take a nice breath in. We're just gonna do a mild little twist here. Keep that nice tall spine, and as you exhale, twist at your waist and your hips just a little bit to look back towards the back of your chair now. You can leave that left hand on the thigh. You can bring it onto the side of your chair. And you can bring both hands to the top of the back of your chair or either side. You decide what feels best on your body. And turn your head and look over your shoulder, that outside shoulder. And find that nice deep breath. This is also good massage for the gut, the intestines, right? The stomach, spleen, digestive tract. And then on an exhale breath, slowly relax the hands back. Bring the body slowly back so you're facing the side, to the right side. And take that left hand behind your thigh, lean forward, and on an inhale breath, slowly slide that left leg next to the right. Bring your hand behind you here, scoop both hips onto your chair. All this you just do very mindfully, right? Yeah. And when we're paying attention, and then come forward, when we're paying attention to how our body moves, we get less injured. It's when we're not paying attention, right, that we trip, we fall, we bump into something, right? So staying in the present moment, especially when you're moving, is very healthy for us and helps our stability. Yeah. And we're going to do that on the other side now. So if you can slide to the side of your chair, that's an option. If you're forward, you can you take this right leg and you'll just slide it underneath your chair. If you're sideways here, you're going to scoot your hip off the chair if that's available to you. And start to slide that right toe back. So you're on the ball of the right toe. Yeah. And again, with lunges, you can always take it further back if you'd like. You just want to make sure that, and then do a little scoot around, make sure that you're feeling stable and comfortable, right? All right, and then holding on to the chair now with your left hand, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Yeah. And you can lift the heart and even look up a little bit and breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths here. Always breathing. Always lengthening. And then as you exhale, relax that hand down, the right hand. You can bring the right hand now to the outside of the left thigh. Yeah, holding onto the chair with the right hand, or left hand. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, stay tall and just turn a little bit towards the back of your chair, just to where it feels comfortable on your body. Especially when we're turning our spine, you don't want to over extend. Good. Hands can remain where they are. You can grab the chair, the top or the sides if that feels better. And turn the head and look over that shoulder. Yeah, that left shoulder now. And breathe into your belly. Maybe the ujjayi breath. Nice slow breaths. Notice the difference on this side from the other side. And then as you exhale, slowly make your way back out. So slowly bring the body to the side. Yeah. Take your hands, your left hand, your right hand, so behind your right thigh. Lean forward a little bit, and on an inhale breath, bring that right foot next to the left. And then scoot both hips back onto your chair. Good. And then once you're there, then slowly make your way back to the front of your chair. Good. Such a nice way to have a nice deep twist, right? Yeah, nice deep twist. All right, take a nice big breath in and let it go. All right, and we're gonna make our way to standing now. So feel free to slide your heels back a little bit. Again, we wanna lead with our heart forward and up. We're gonna lean forward first and try to utilize these big thighs and your toes as you slowly come forward and then come up just halfway. Yeah, good. And then when you're ready, press into your toes and slowly come up all the way. Good. Yeah, and a good practice for keeping our balance and our strength is every day when you're sitting and standing a few times. When you go to sit down in a chair, stand back up, sit down, stand back up. Yeah, and that's really a nice exercise to keep us strong. Okay, so just move around and shake the body. We've arrived standing. Nice, good. Okay, and come to mountain pose. So palms are forward, shoulders gently back and down, kneecaps lift up. Can't stress that enough. When we use our kneecaps, we engage these big muscles. And when these are strong, we are so much less likely to fall. And if we fall, we are so much less likely to get injured severely. Yeah. So nice strong legs. Good. Chin back slightly. Look at a spot forward here. Yes. And just start to rock side to side. Shift your weight from one foot to the other. And even this is great practice to practice our balance, to get us off the center line, to be comfortable with that. So the brain can talk to the body in a split second to say, stay upright. Yeah. Just shifting side to side is so good for us, right? You feel the one thigh engage and you feel the other thigh engage and you're squeezing your glute muscles. Yeah. So 1%. I was just listening to a teacher and they said, just each day, do something 1% better. Yeah, not a lot, because that's when we just say, no, I'm not gonna do it. It seems overwhelming, and come back to center. So we can all do that, right? Stand in mountain pose, palms forward, kneecaps lifted, and slide side to side. We can do that, yeah. All right, shake it out, move it up. We're gonna come to a little bit more movement here. So I don't know what you're feeling like today, I don't know your body, but you can just lift your heels and bring your arms forward and back nice and easy. If you want more, you can lift the knees, bring the arms a little higher into a march. Yeah, and if this is feeling good and you feel like you want more today, you just lift the legs and the arms and the legs up just a little bit higher. Smile on the face, keep breathing. Again, this is also good for strength training. Yeah, lifting those, as you lift the knees up higher, you're having to really use those thigh muscles. Yeah, nice and easy. And if you went here and it's like, this is feeling too much, then slow it down. Yeah, just a couple more here, giving it your 100%. Yeah, good. And slow down your march. And just come to a stand. Good. All right. Again, shifting our weight side to side. We're going to take a little step out to the left and tap the right toe. And take a step out and tap the left toe. So step side to side. Again, looking at a spot in front of you. Yeah. And just practicing that, step side to side. Good. Just moving, and you can quicken it if you'd like. If you want to get a little bit more action going, that's up to you. Yeah, or you can keep it slow. Okay. And slow it down and come back to center. Good. And now we're just going to simply making sure you have some room in front of you. We're just going to step forward and step back, and step forward and step back. So keeping that nice tall spine. Then just taking this little practice and going backwards is really, again, engaging that balance challenge. Yeah, good. Getting the body talking to itself. Good. Okay, and coming back to center. All right, let's take a nice breath in. Let it go. Out them out. Good. Let's bring our legs a little wider apart, just a little bit wider apart. And we're going to reach across our center line. We're going to start with the right arm and we're going to reach it to the left. You can lift that right heel up and then go to the other side. So reaching up towards the corners of the room. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Looking side to side up into that upper corners of the room as if we want to touch the corners. Yeah. All right. And then we're going to start to come down to shoulder height. So just reaching across side to side. Good. Continuing to breathe, following your breath. Good. And now we're going to reach down to the floor on an angle, side to side. Moving the body, just practicing getting off our center line. Yeah. Good. And slow it down and relax. Good. Keeping the legs out wide. Now we're going to twist side to side. Inhale. Ha. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling through the nose and letting it out the mouth. Ha. 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 And one more. Ha. And relax. Nice, nice, nice work. All right, everybody come back to center. Find that mountain pose. Yeah, shoulders back, kneecaps lift. Good. We're going to soften the knees now. And we're just going to take our right, we'll start with our left arm up and reach it back and down. And then right arm. So we're just doing our little swim back stroke here. Nice and easy. Good. And again, just listen to your body. This just should feel nice and graceful and lovely. And if anything is uncomfortable, then you don't go back as far. Yeah, you do just little baby back strokes. Good. And let's come back to center. Good. All right. And now we're going to do both arms. We're just going to reach the arms up and out and down. Yeah, just keep the knees soft as we just make little circles, however it feels good. You can have your elbows bent. Yeah, you can straighten your elbows. So just breathing as you're moving your arms. Nice and easy. Shoulders relaxed. Yeah, and then relax. And now we're going to go the opposite way, right? We're going to come back a little bit first and then forward. Yeah. So just be mindful of your shoulders. This should not be hurting. We're just moving that fluid around in our shoulder joints while we breathe and swim. Yeah. I'm getting little clicks in one of my elbows. And relax and wiggle out the shoulders, shake out the feet. All right, we might need our chair here for just some balance because we're going to go actually make sure that you have your chair handy here. Because we're going to come up we're going to lift our heels again like we did when we were sitting. And we're just going to walk side to side on the balls of our feet. Yeah, so strengthening those feet, those calves. Good. And then come back to middle, drop your heels, lift your toes up now and walk on your heels. Just massage side to side. Good. Strengthening those feet, keeping those feet strong. Good. And come back to center. Good. And now come to the outsides of your feet and just massage the outsides of your feet. Good. And come back to center. And now the insides. Yeah, that feels a little awkward sometimes, but just doing your best to walk on the insteps of your feet. Feel that strengthening the outside of your ankles. Yeah, just stretching all these tiny little muscles and ligaments that we don't think about. And now shake the feet and shake the hands, right? How often do we think about doing yoga for our feet or yoga for our toes or fingers? Yeah. And relax. All right, a little bit of a challenge balance here now, but you can do it. Yeah, so we're gonna do a lunge twist, a high lunge twist. We've done this before. It's always nice to have your chair here, so always hold on to the chair with one hand. The trick here is to get to yourself, to get to a challenge, but not have it be overwhelming, right? Just a little bit of a challenge. So sometimes that does require you to have your hand on the chair so you don't feel like you're gonna fall over. Yeah, so we're gonna take our right toe back on the ball of our foot. That right heel is straight back, it's not angled in. Good. A slight bend in this front knee, right? The left knee. Make sure the left knee is not beyond, certainly not beyond the toes, or you maybe widen your stance a little bit more if that's the case. But just a soft bend in this front knee. Good. All right, now see if you can reach your right arm up. And if you're feeling pretty balanced, you want the chest lifted. Again, find a spot that is to stare at. Yes, if that's available to you on the wall in front of you. And then lift the other arm up and see how that goes. And if that's feeling too wobbly, you just drop your hand back down onto the chair. Yeah. And now if you have both arms lifted, I'm going to take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, see if you can turn at your waist over to the left. And see if you can drop your arms halfway into a T. Yeah. And if you attempted that and it's wobbly, you can always drop that right hand, hang on to the chair. See if you can look a little bit over to the left. Yeah, so you just take this to where it's your challenge. Yeah, again, always knowing you can hold on to that chair with that right hand. It's a very challenging balance, but you've got it. Tell yourself, I've got this, I've got this. Yeah, we're gonna slowly make our way back now. So turn the head back forward. Turn the body back forward. You can stay in a T here if you'd like. Release your arms down. Good. Bring your hands to your chair. Lean forward just slightly. And on an inhale breath, bring that right foot next to the left. Ooh, that felt like a challenge today. How did it go, everyone? Yeah, good. Sometimes those big challenges feel awkward, right? You don't feel graceful, but it's good work. It's good work for us. Yeah, especially because I know I've been sitting a lot more these last few days, reading my book and trying to figure out what I do inside. What do I do inside? Yeah. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So take the left foot back. You're on the ball of the left foot. Make sure that that left heel's not caving in, that it's straight back. Good. Soft bend in the right knee. So set your legs up. They're, you know, a little bit not on a tightrope. They're a little bit wider apart. Nice tall spine. And see if you can reach the left arm up. If you're feeling fairly stable here, maybe the right arm as well. Yeah, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze slightly. Find your balance, your strength. Yeah, take a breath in, exhale it out. Now, if you have both arms up and you want to come into a little twist, take a breath in, and as you exhale, just turn a little bit over to the right with your body. And if it's comfortable for you to drop your hands into a T, yeah, just experiment. You can always hold the chair with your left hand. Yeah, good. And see if you can turn and look to the right a little bit more. And the body will feel some wobble, and that's good. That's the pose working to strengthen our body, to strengthen us. Yeah, and challenge that balance. Good. And then slowly come out of the pose by slowly turning the head back forward and exhale. Ooh, relax the arms down. Bring your hands onto your chair. Lean forward slightly. Good. And on an inhale breath, bring that foot back next to the left. And shake it out. All right. So we're going to do a little bit more of challenging our balance, right? Yeah. And it's just, taking ourselves off that center line and off our mountain where we're nice and stable is good practice for us. So we're going to come to the side of the chair. And now you can have your hand on the chair. You're going to walk as far back. We're basically going to be walking on a tightrope. So as if there's a line right here. Yeah. And we're going to start with, and so you can hold on to the chair as we take about 4 steps forward in a line, in a tandem. We're going to do heel toe, right? And if you feel like you don't need the chair, that's fine. It's always there to hold on to if you need it. So we're just going to start with taking your right foot in front of the left. Yeah, heel toe. Yeah, so you might be glad you have your chair there now. And then take the left heel to the right toe and take a step. And take right heel to left toe and take a step. And left heel to right toe and take a step. Let's do one more. Yeah, or if you need the chair, then you stop here. Good. And come to center. And then just take a walk back. And we'll do that again. Practice that again. You can start now with the opposite foot. So this time we'll start with left heel in front of right toe. And try to do this with a nice lifted heart, looking at a spot. Yeah. And then heel toe. So just take about 4 steps forward. Nice and slowly. Heel toe. Yeah. And take as many steps as you can. Unless you're needing to hold on to your chair, then you stop. And slowly come back. Good. And one more time. All right, either foot in front of the other. This is so good to practice. Yeah. And again, a nice tall spine, looking forward, not down. That's more of a challenge, but that's more life, right? That's how we fall. Yeah, is when we're not paying attention. Good. And coming back now to the side of your chair. All right, now we're simply going to take a walk. But so coming a little bit further back, so you have about room for about 5 or 6 steps here. And we're just going to take a walk like we regularly do with a nice tall spine. But we're going to get a spot to look at on the wall, or I see a raindrop on my door, so I'm going to look at that. And as you're walking, I want you to focus on that spot and turn your head as you're walking left and right, but not taking your eye off of that spot. Are we ready? Yeah, this is really good because we depend on our eyes so much to keep us upright. So find your spot and now take a walk as you slide your head right to left. Keep looking at that spot as you slowly take steps forward. Good. And come to a stop. Now keep that spot. We're going to walk backwards, left to right. That's a little more challenging. Keeping your eye on that spot as you move your head left and right with each step. Ooh, and relax. Let's do that one more time. Start walking with the opposite foot forward, right? Find your spot and side to side. Excuse me, moving the head side to side as you're walking forward. A little bit easier the second time. Yeah, good. And then backwards if you'd like. You don't have to turn your head side to side walking backwards. Just staring at your spot and walking backwards is amazing work. Good. And back. Nice. And we're gonna do one more little game here. Same thing, find the spot, but instead of side to side, this should be a little easier. We're gonna move the head up and down as you walk and look at your spot. Don't take your gaze off that spot. So the eyes are having to continue to focus on a spot when your body and head are moving in all these different directions. All right, are we ready? So now just head up and down. So find your spot, and as you walk, drop the head up and down, and up and down, and back. And try that backwards, slowly. You don't have to move your head up and down. Good. And relax. See, all these things you can do on days where you can't get out, and they're so good for you. Let's do that one more time. So find your spot as you start to take steps forward, up and down, up and down. You're doing so much good work for your balance here. Once you stop, pause, and then go back. Yeah. And again, if you're not comfortable with moving your head as you go back, that's crazy stuff. You can just step back. Good. All right. Hopefully you all stayed upright and took care of yourself and didn't overdo. Yeah, good. All right. So you can either keep your chair there or you can turn it off to the side. So we're just going to come into a little, let's just pause here, take a nice breath in. Third thing that you can do, which is really great practice, is that just when you're inside, or even when you're outside, as you're walking in your home, you can practice this in your home, just turn your head like we did, but notice, oh, there's a plant, and oh, there's a pretty picture, and oh, look at my light fixture, and notice things and point them out as you're walking in your home safely. Hopefully no little carpets to trip on and all that. But that walking side to side as you're moving forward or back is amazing work for that left-right brain, right? To right yourself. It's just such good practice. All right, okay. So we're gonna come into a little chair twist. So let's take a nice breath in. Exhale it out. Good. And take another breath in. And as we exhale, start to send your hips back. Press into your toes gently. And almost as if your chair is behind you and you're sitting back there, right? This is the squat. We're just gonna practice a squat with our chair. Good. And take a breath in and exhale it out. All right. Now we're going to press into our feet, our toes, and slowly straighten our knees. Good. And we're going to do that same thing, and we're going to come into cactus pose. So you see, if you ever are in a gym, you see people doing these deadlifts, right? And they have a bar with weights on either end on their shoulders, and they're holding onto that. What's nice about that, we're not going to bear any weight, but what's nice about that is that it keeps your body in good alignment to practice the squat. So let's pretend we're holding onto this bar, right? Arms right about in line with our shoulders. You're gonna take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to send your hips back, again, like you're gonna sit down on a bench, and just go to wherever you can. So you see that this forces us to keep our chest up, keep our gaze forward. Good. Press into your toes. Should be no discomfort. You're just reaching your hips back. And then press into your feet and slowly bring your body back up. And if you can, just slowly lift that big weight further up towards the sky. And then bring it back down to cactus pose. And we're going to do that one more time. Take a breath in. As you exhale, squat back. It's about sending your hips back, keeping your chest lifted, keeping your body upright, and just go as far as is comfortable. If you start to feel it in your knees, then back off a little bit, come up a little bit. Good. Now press into your toes, slowly straighten your knees, and then lift that big weight up above your head. and bring it back down. Good. And slowly release your arms down. Good. And relax. And I don't know about you, but just doing 2 of those squats, I feel my heart rate has gone up, right? Body's getting blood to all these big muscles that we're trying to use, that we're trying to strengthen. Yeah, good. And just wiggle out the body, shake off any tension that might have caused. Yeah, good. Shake it, shake it, shake it out. Good. All right. Might feel nice to just do a little sun salutation side to side here. Make sure you have some room on either side. Yeah, good. And make it easy. All of these things, don't push yourself to the point where it's uncomfortable. And that's why then we keep coming back, because when something feels too monumental, you lose the verb to do it again. Yeah. So we're going to start with hands in prayer position. Feet forward. Yeah. Just nice and relaxed, heart lifted. Good. On an inhale breath, step out to the left and open your arms. Lift your chest. And as you exhale, soften your knees and just let the body, the head drape down and the body go forward. And you can hinge forward if you want. If you have an osteoporotic spine, just let your head relax back and reach your arms back. That's enough. Good. On an inhale breath, slide everything back together. So you're tucking your tummy in, you're lifting your chest to come back to this candlestick. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale to the right. Now, just nice and easy. Exhale, bow forward. Reach the arms back to where it's comfortable. On an inhale breath, draw everything back to the center line. And exhale, hands to heart. And inhale, come out. And exhale, bow your body forward, reach back. And inhale, step together. Exhale, hands float to heart. And one more. Inhale out. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, slide gently together. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Release the arms down. Good. Just standing here with your legs together. Let's bring our legs together. Yeah. Reach the chest up, shoulders back, palms forward. Good. So we're off our center line here as well, right? And so if you're feeling stable, soften your gaze as if you're looking through your eyelashes. And notice the body. And if you're feeling pretty stable here, just gently close your eyes. And notice the body as it might sway side to side or forward and back. And just notice how the brain is talking to the body. Yes, righting itself, taking care that you don't tip over. Yeah, that's why we do this. And we keep practicing this. This is helping us to stave off those unwanted falls. It's always, and then float the eyes open. It's always fun to see how much we rely on our eyesight to keep us up. Because when we're in this little bit of a precarious situation with our legs together, we feel pretty stable, right? The minute we take our eyesight out of it, then the brain is like, wait, hold on a minute. We don't have an eyesight to figure this out. We need to figure this out. Yeah, good. All right, come back to center, shake it out. Now let's just go into a little bit of a back bend here before we sit down. So find your mountain pose. Kneecaps lift, shoulders back and down, nice tall spine, smile on the face. Glide your arms back slightly and interlace your hands behind you. Find your Kali Mudra, bring your pointer fingers towards the floor. Thumbs are crossed. Yes, other fingers are interlaced. And then just feel the shoulders stretch back. And feel the gaze lift up. And breathe here. Opening up our chest, our lungs. A couple Ujjayi breaths here. See how long and deep you can make those breaths. Each time you exhale, let the fingers reach towards the floor just a little more. Feel this amazing opening of the heart, the lungs. thyroid, thymus gland, lymph glands underneath the arms. All good stuff happening, just this. And then when you're ready, in your next exhale breath, just relax the body. Good. Uncross. That's just such a great pose to do as often as you can, right? Just sliding your hands back, interlacing them behind you. That is going to stave off that ketosis. This week, as you're walking around, just notice people and how many people walk like this, right? With this grounding. And that is causing a whole bunch of havoc, including taking us off our balance, off our stability, right? And can cause a fall, just that, walking around with this heavy head forward. So just interlacing your hands behind your back and lifting your chin slightly is an amazing pose to get your body used to. Let's take a walk to our chairs, to the front of our chairs. Time, you've earned a seat. Yes. So mindfully sitting down, like we were doing with our squat, right? And take a breath in, and as you exhale, send your hips back, reach those hips back. Yeah, gently press into your toes. That's going to take some pressure off knees. Good. And then continue to reach your hips back, continue to drop your body. Feel free to grab onto your chair, and as much as you can, just as gracefully as you can, just come to your seat. Yeah, nice. Okay, scooting forward just a little bit. I'm gonna get again into our core again. So amazing, it's so helpful and important for our stability, right, and our strength. All right, so coming into our boat pose. So we're scooted forward in our chair. The trick here is to keep a nice tall spine. Yeah. And we're going to just bring our hands and lay them onto our chest. Crisscross at your wrist. Lift your gaze up slightly. So just imagine your spine nice and tall. Imagine your spine has a rod in it, a steel rod. So it's not going to move at all, right? Take a nice breath in here. Now, as you exhale, reach the top. Now get nice and tall in the spine and reach the top of your shoulders. Start to lean back and tug that area below your navel, 2 inches below your navel. Tug it back towards your spine. Yeah, good. And go as far back as you can. That's comfortable. And breathe. This is a hard one to keep breathing. We tend to stop because it's challenging. Keep breathing. If you're feeling too much tension in your throat area, your neck, you can tuck your chin down slightly. Good. And if you want a little bit more, you can lift your heels up and come onto your tiptoes. And breathe. Yeah, tummy is tucking back. There should be zero pain in your back. There's too much tension in the back. You've gone too far. Come up a little bit. As a matter of fact, let's all come up just a little bit, about 4 inches, and then let's lean back again. How we doing? Just keep smiling, keep breathing. 2 more breaths here. You got it. You got it. You got it. And on an inhale breath, slowly bring the body straight back up. Release your heels down if you popped them up. Relax your arms down. So good for this area right below the navel, about 2 inches. That's your core. And that core, with a strong core, you have less back pain, you have less wobbly, you're stronger, you're more stable. Yeah, good. Let's shake, shake, shake. Shake the legs, shake the head, blink your eyes, just shake off the tension. Yeah, good. Roll the shoulders. You did such good work. Lots of tough challenges for you today. But again, just knowing that, it's just, I don't know, it's just so important to strengthen the body and practice getting it off its center line. All right, we're going to slide our arms back. We're going to grab onto the back of your chair here. Final pose here, and then we'll go into a Shavasana. So take a nice big breath in, stretch your shoulders back one more time, lift your chin. Just feel how nice it feels, how uplifting it feels to open up your chest, right? And lift the gaze, lift the eyes up to the sky. Good. And then as you exhale, relax the body forward. Drop your head. Just let the head relax forward. And just let the weight of the body drop forward. And breathe. All these poses too, so good for our posture. Good posture is a major yoga pose in itself, right? That lifted heart. Yeah, good. And breathe. 2, makes us more flexible, adaptable. On an inhale breath, slowly lift the head back up. Good. And release your hands and shake your fingers. Just let your fingers flop around, flop around. Yeah. And open and close, open and close. Good. Nice work, everyone. Time for Shavasana. All right. So you're going to scoot back into your chair. Make sure that your back has some support. Palms are up on the lap, up high on your thighs. That keeps our shoulders back. If you're laying down on the floor, that happens automatically. Palms up. And just decide what position you want to be in. Make sure that you're comfortable. Cover yourself up. Get yourself situated. Take the time to do that. And then close your eyes. Good. And settle in, make any final little adjustments. Yeah. And then come to stillness. Take a nice breath in. Breathe out through the mouth. And take a couple ujjayi breaths here. So breathing in, feeling the breath go along the back of the throat. Pause the breath at the top. Breathe out slowly. With that ujjayi breath, if you have that in your practice. One more. Breath as if somebody's sitting next to you, they can hear your breath. And whenever you're ready, just let go of the breath. Good. Relax the whole body now. Top of the head. And a gentle little smile to your face. And feel the muscles just soften when you do that. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands, fingers, chest, hips, thighs, legs, feet, toes, whole body's relaxing. Breath is relaxed. Mind is soft. Let go of any effort. simply just be. Allow your body to relax. Allow your thoughts to simply just come and go. Relax. Fully become aware of your breath, your gentle, soft breath. Feel free to remain here if you'd like. This relaxed state of your true self. Should you decide to come back now into this space and time, and take a nice breath in. Notice the air going into your nostrils. And breathe out through your nose. Notice the air exiting your nostrils. And begin to wiggle your body, toes and fingers, swaying the body side to side. And gently bringing yourself back to stillness. And gently bringing your hands into prayer position. Rest your thumbs onto your heart, your beautiful heart. Now take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, bow your forehead towards your fingertips. And we'll close practice today with this. Enjoy the little things in life. For one day, you will look back and realize they were the big things. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, gently begin to flutter the eyes open. Excuse me, as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself, getting yourself strong and balanced, and just being here and practicing this amazing practice together. Have a lovely rest of your day. Warm up. Namaste.